Wednesday. Yeah. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I am definitely rejoicing, y'all. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm amped. I'm all that good stuff on this good here Wednesday morning. I clearly just said happy Wednesday, and I had to get that together. But happy Wednesday. I'm excited. Amazing morning to everybody locked in on YouTube, everyone locked in on Rhema Sound Radio, Facebook, Instagram. Amazing morning to you. If you're on Rhema Sound and on YouTube, drop me a comment so I can see who's on, because we're going to do our call-in song in a minute. We're going to do our check-in song because it's about that time to do the good check-in song. Hey, check-in song, check-in song, check-in song, check-in song. Y'all first time hearing the check-in song, but in a second, I'm going to call everybody's name out to see who's on the line with your girl, Winnie. Hey! I'm really, I'm so amped this morning. I'm so pumped. I'm so refreshed and all that good stuff. For those of you who did not know, it was like, yo, where have you been? Because we've been looking for you. Your girl was not feeling well. The last 2 days, actually, I pushed through on Monday and was quite, proud of myself. I said, girl, go ahead. Now you're doing it. Wasn't feeling well, but I am at 1,001% now, y'all. I am a lot better. Okay. Thank you to every last person that knew, because I didn't, make it known. I didn't post about it or anything, but there were some people who knew. And thank y'all so much for checking on me. Thank y'all so much for sending your kind words and all that good stuff. But your girl is better. I am better. And I'm back and I'm excited about it. I feel amazing. Let me tell y'all what I learned from this, because y'all know I learned something from everything. This is what I learned from the times where you don't feel well. Listen, can we please stop saying I'm under the weather? You ain't under nothing. Nothing. You are above and not beneath. The Bible tells you that. So can you please stop putting yourself in a position where you under something? No, I just wasn't feeling 1,001%. But I do now. Amazing morning. Ooh, I hit my knee. That was my funny bone, and it wasn't funny. Amazing morning. Good morning. I'm going to call y'all name out, but I got this new check-in song. So I'm going to wait like one more minute before I do it. And we're going to see how it goes. My first time doing it, I practiced it like almost all the way here this morning just to make sure I got it right. But if I don't, it's bloopers and it's all good. And, it's much love. So I'm really excited. It's Wednesday. I feel like we haven't had a Talk Back Tuesday in a good minute. I told y'all to send me a message. I didn't tell y'all. 843-580-6550 for those of you on Rhema Sound Radio. I'm going to do the check-in song for those of you who are checking in right now. Stand by. I'm going to do my check-in song. We're going to see how this thing goes. So make sure y'all on YouTube, put y'all name in there so I can roll it down the line. I'm so interested in seeing how this is going to go. Anywho, what was I saying? We haven't had a Talk Back Tuesday in like a minute, and I'm ready for Talk Back Tuesday. I'm ready for y'all to give me some questions, send me some questions so that I can answer your questions. And then y'all, I have a huge surprise for y'all today, a very big surprise that I'm really, really excited about. So in 30 more seconds, we're going to go to the check-in song. We're going to do this together, see how it goes. First day. We're going to see how this good here check-in song goes. I have my trusty, dusty water with me. I'm on a slight detox, y'all. Sometimes when you don't feel well, you go through a detox. You recognize the necessity of getting impurities out of your life, out your body and out your life. And let me tell you something, I definitely did. Okay, so it looks like it's that time. What's up, y'all? What's it gonna be? Who's on the line with your girl, Winnie? I gotta get the beat down. I gotta get it. Divorce, amazing morning to you. Inez, Lakeisha, Teresa, Qua, Darlene, Larice, Brenda, Charles. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? I gotta give me a theme song or something. Cause me doing it by myself, I need a beatbox. I need a beatbox. Beatbox. I ain't gonna try it because I can't do it. And amazing morning to everybody locked in on Raymond Sound Radio. Let's get into it. Good morning, Tanya. Let's get into it. I gotta find a creative way to tell everyone amazing morning in the mornings. Get everybody, locked in and ready, prepared for what the show will unfold, unpack, and all that good stuff. Because definitely when I get into it and I start rolling, I probably won't stop and say good morning. Point blank, period. Listen, Brenda, it be like that sometimes. I probably won't. Simply because, we have to flow with the ministry. Every single day I have a conversation with God. Like, God, what's your ministry going to be today for your people? I need you to come through with it. Go ahead and tell me what you desire for your people to hear. And not that saying good morning to somebody is gonna stop that ministry, but it could be a distraction. And we're not here for that, okay? Cheryl, good morning to you. We're not here for no distractions. So we're going to get into it. I'm ready for y'all to drop your questions in the comment section. For those of you who are listening on Raymond Sound Radio, text me 843-580-6550. Let me answer some questions today. I don't think I've answered questions in a good bit. And while I'm waiting for y'all to send your questions in, let me just touch on this topic that I talked about on Monday. I told y'all I had... excuse me, because for some reason I must have forgotten that I needed my microphone today. Raymond Sound Radio, forgive me. Good morning, Miss Joy. Amazing morning to you. Okay, so I touched on this Monday, and then I'm going to tell y'all a little bit of what you can expect coming up the next couple days, next couple weeks, actually. One thing that we are definitely going to talk about, I'm going to touch on today, is allowing offenses to make decisions for you. I'm going to go into that today. And the other thing that we're going to talk about this week is audacity versus authority. And I'll unpack that just a little bit, just to give you a little teaser of what you can expect this week. But y'all, we have got to get into a position where we realize and recognize not only what our authority is, but when we've entered into a place of audacity. The best way I can describe it at this point without going deep into it, Facebook, stand by y'all, because Facebook is doing something and I don't want them to miss it. Okay, Facebook is back up. Okay. The best way that I can describe audacity is like a string of pride in your life. Like, you so entitled. That's a good one. Scratch pride. Entitled. You're so entitled that that you move different in these streets. So we're gonna have that conversation. You know what? I'm gonna kick it off tomorrow. We're gonna start that conversation tomorrow, and I'm really excited to get into it because y'all, God is doing amazing things in our lives, and we are in expectation for amazing things to take place in our lives. And there's something that we have to do. Yes, I tell y'all often, we have an assignment here in the earth and we have a position and things that we have to do. And aside of that, y'all, you have a position that your heart needs to be in. You got a way that you need to be moving. You got a behavior that you need to be exuding, all of that good stuff. You have all of that. Before I forget and get all into this, don't forget that your girl is shareable in these streets on social media. Go and share your girl on all platforms. And make sure that you tell people to come on, come on, like the older people say, come on in. That's the older people say that. Anywho, y'all can share me in these streets. I'm back, and I will tell y'all, I have an announcement. I'll share that at the end with all the other announcements that I have for you. Let's talk about offenses making decisions for you. I had an encounter that really sparked this thought process and this really deep conversation with God. I really needed an understanding on how offenses work through people, how they allow the actions of others to dictate and to determine how they will feel, how they express their emotions, and the decisions that they make. If we just take a second and think about it, I'm quite certain that all of us can think of a time that we've allowed what someone has done to make us feel a certain way. Oh, they got me feeling real different right now. You know, that type of thing. How we've allowed someone's actions to make us feel a certain way. And we have in turn made decisions based on the way that we feel. And it's all a result of somebody's action. We've talked about it before. We're not with this light today. We've talked about it before. And we've discussed that we have to not only make sure that we open up and address the things that bother us, we have to mature in things to provide an understanding for people on how they should handle you and how you should handle other people. When somebody doesn't know, how do you expect them to do it? You ask questions when you don't know. So when are you going to offer information for others to know exactly how to function with you? I absolutely love telling people, okay, this is what I do and don't like. It saves me a bunch of time. Let me tell you something. You not having to take the time out to tell somebody, this is how I want to do this done and this done and that done and all of that. Let me be very clear with you. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of you. I'm quite certain you can think about a time where you're like, dog, if I would have just told this person this one thing, it would have eliminated, an hour ago when they did such and such and such. Well, y'all, let's just be real, okay? Let's be real in these streets with our mature adult selves and the things that we do. There are times that we get into our feelings. There are times that chemically our bodies can be imbalanced. It probably happens more for women than men. But there are times that we are imbalanced chemically with our hormones or our pH levels, and in turn, our feelings and our emotions get involved. And somebody can do something, and what would not normally offend us or bother us does eventually offending us or bothering us, and it makes us feel a certain type of way. It gets us into a certain type of space, and then if somebody does something and it makes us feel that way, we in turn make decisions off of that. It's important for us not to move like that. I had a conversation with someone, and this conversation, like I said, is what sparked this conversation that I have with God. A conversation with somebody else sparked the conversation that I'm having with God to get a greater level of understanding on offense. Let me just tell y'all this. I make it very funny and I laugh about it when I say, let Jesus be your fence, but I'm so serious about it. If we take time out to get to know who God is, the way that people move and the way that people operate and the way that people handle you wouldn't bother you as much as it does. Oh, no. Something that I learned from my pastor, Dr. Jonathan Briggs. I learned from my pastor, and I had never heard this before. He talks about how it was a part of his life growing up. And I'm like, ooh, I'm making it a part of my adult life. He said growing up, his grandmother would tell him that when he goes to somebody's house, if they didn't want to play with him, she would say, take your marbles and go home. And I thought about that about my life. Oftentimes we put ourselves in a position where we spread ourselves so thin, trying to explain ourselves to people, trying to show them how to handle us or show them how not to handle us. And we get ourselves in positions of offense. If you know who you are, if you take time out and know who you belong to, you would just go ahead and make a decision that, hey, I don't even belong to this environment. Or I can go ahead and show people how they are to handle me by how I act. A lot of times, okay, I'm at your front door this morning, and listen, stick with me on it. A lot of times people handle you based on what you are showing. They do. The behavior that you put out is sometimes how people handle you. But y'all, we can't allow that to get into our hearts and create an offense. If you are offended and you don't tell someone that you are offended, that's when unforgiveness starts breeding itself into your heart. And let me tell you something, that thing will make you look older than you are, okay? I just had to break it up real quick because I got a little deep and I'm about to go a little deeper. We cannot allow offense to call our actions and how we function and how we operate throughout the day. The Bible tells us that if you are offended, if one of your brothers offends you, then you are to go to that person, you're to have a conversation with them and let them know that they offended you. Well, sometimes we've skipped that step. Oh, yes, we have skipped that step because this is what happened. Oh no, because if I go talk to them one more time, it's gonna turn out different. It's gonna be another way. Well, why can't you positively say that? You say the same thing, but have a positive thought behind it. Sometimes the things that we do are just missing the positive thought that goes behind it that will turn the entire situation. It will turn your mood, and in turn, you won't make a decision based on offense. If we think about times that we've walked off of jobs, if we think about times that we didn't participate in certain things, if we think about times of that we didn't hang around certain people, it was because we allowed an offense or something that somebody did that bothered you. I'll break it down that way because sometimes we don't use the word offense. Somebody did something that bothered you. Somebody did something that you didn't like. Somebody did something that you didn't appreciate. You made a decision off of that. You didn't go to their child birthday party. You didn't go to some type of event because they was going to be there. You didn't do something that you could have missed out on, a blessing on, because of an action that somebody else did. Y'all, can we please make up in our minds that, yo, I know exactly who I am. I know whose I am, and I know what he promised me. And because I know all of that, there's nothing that I'm going to allow to get in between that. The moment we allow offense to be a part of our lives, we have then allowed that negative spirit to separate us from the clarity that we need to recognize the blessings that God has set up for us. See, the moment we allow offense to make decisions for us and we start moving on offenses, we allow that emotion, that spirit, that behavior to take the front seat in everything that we do. And then the clarity that we need, the direction that we need, the instruction we've been praying for takes a back seat because this burning fury in us is taking precedence over everything. And it's telling us what to do. And it causes moments of regrets. It causes moments where you sit there and be like, dog, I should not have done that. Moments of recollection that really even shouldn't be taking your energy. All because you made a decision based off of something that somebody did or how they made you feel. If you just take a second and be like, no, you know what? God ain't in that right there, and I do not have time to participate in that. If we just take a second and recognize and realize who God is and what he's doing, we're able to call out some things, and offense will not be our portion. We don't have time for that. Who has time for offenses? We don't. We have time to make decisions based off of what God has promised us, what he set before us, and the blessings that he's flooding our life with, not off of how people are feeling and their unstable emotions. We talked about that on Monday. Listen, a double-minded man's unstable in all of his ways. A person who cannot make a decision on whether or not they're going to serve God or serve the world is unstable. Double-minded, and they are unstable. And listen, when you cross people like that and they come out of their mouths and they do something to bother you and offend you, you should be in a position where you can say, that ain't God, and I will not participate. That's all it takes for an offense. To shut it down. It's to say, yo, listen, I'm not participating in that, and I'm not allowing that to get into my heart, because the moment I allow that to get into my heart, it creates an energy in my life that is negative. And that negative energy then turns into a decision-making indicator. And then that indicator starts making decisions that later on I may regret. Later on, I may have the desire to say, oh man, I should not have done that, or I want to even change. Well, instead of doing that, let me just get to know God. Let me remind myself of what he has promised me, and then I can make wise decisions. I can make decisions based off of what he said he would do in my life. See, the moment I allow offense to take place in my life, I remember this was years ago. Somebody did something that bothered me so bad. Oh my goodness. It bothered me so bad that I didn't even want to be around that person. I didn't want to talk to that person. And it took me years to realize that I was immature in that situation. Even as an adult, I had the desire to not be in their company, all because of something that they did years ago. And I didn't take the time out to even think about if they knew what they did. Sometimes people don't even know that they have offended you because they just being regular. They are. They being regular. They being who they are. When I say regular, I mean it's who they are. It's how they operate. And if you've ever participated in it before in previous interactions, if you've ever exited on, if you've ever encouraged it, they could possibly be confused not know that you have been offended in a situation until you open your mouth. I was too immature. This was years ago, y'all. I was too immature to open my mouth and be like, yo, that really bothered me. And because I was too immature to approach and address the situation, I let years go by. It really damaged the friendship. But I let years go by where I wasn't in that person's company. I didn't have any type of communication with them, any type of interaction with them. I allowed an offense to get in my heart so deep that I even discouraged other people to be around them. I did. Transparency, right? That's what I do. That's what God has called me to do. That's my assignments, to be transparent in things that I tell y'all. I'm not out here in these streets telling y'all something I don't know. Okay. I'm not familiar with. I have experienced this. I damaged a friendship. I really did. And then I discouraged others to not be around that person because of an offense that they didn't even know they did years ago. Well, years later from that, because this happened eons ago, y'all. A couple years after that, I had the opportunity to have a conversation with that person, and I poured it all out. I let them know, like, yo, listen, you did something years ago that bothered me. And they said, I really didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that you and I weren't like we used to be. And y'all, let me be clear with you. The offense that I had and the immaturity on top of that caused me to make a decision that in turn had a negative effect on a friendship that was great. But it's just that I was too immature to say, yo, that bothered me. I am encouraging you all this morning to not allow the small foxes to spoil the vine. I allowed that small fox to spoil a vine. I allowed that small fox to deteriorate a friendship and have a negative effect on it. Don't allow that. Don't let that be your portion. Don't allow the little things to become a distraction from you. Those little things are nothing but a distraction to what God has set up for you. And we don't have time for distractions. We don't have time for things like offense. We don't have time for things like unforgiveness. We do not have time to hold grudges or be mad or anything like that. We have some amazing things set up for our lives, and we got to move forward in it. We do. So I just wanted to drop that tidbit for y'all this morning. Drop it in the comments. Let me know y'all have any questions. If y'all feeling that, y'all understand it, that thing hit home for you, whatever it is, drop it in the comments, because I got to tell y'all some great things that's coming up. First and foremost, what's I going to tell y'all? Oh, I have a vacation coming up. I'm going to let y'all know when my vacation is, because your girl is going off to get some rest, some much needed rest. I'm going to get some much needed rest. I'm going to announce that. And then I have a huge announcement. June 1st is Winning Winnie's 5-year. It's my anniversary. Anniversary. Yeah, it's also my birthday, so get ready for the turn up birthday anniversary. Hey, anniversary. We're going to do something special on June 1st. I haven't finished planning it out yet. My focus group, y'all get ready. I'm calling y'all in really soon so we can go ahead and get this out, get it together so everybody can participate. I'm so excited. Yes, it's been 5 years. Not 5 years since I've been on video, but 5 years since Winning Winnie has been on air. And I'm so grateful to God. And if y'all don't know, I'm all about numbers and biblical meaning and all of that. And five means grace, all about that grace. All about that grace, y'all. Oh, my pastor has a book all about that grace. Y'all should get that. Anywho, 5 years, and I'm excited about it. So I have some really big news to announce to y'all, or a big celebration, or something for y'all to participate in with me for my 5 years. If y'all have a suggestion on what we should do for 5 years, go ahead and hit your girl up. Send me a message, because send me a message about it, or text me 843-580-6550. But I definitely want all of you to celebrate with me for my 5-year anniversary birthday turn up. Anniversary birthday turn up. That's that. And then that's my time, y'all. I trust that y'all have enjoyed just the motivation this morning, the encouragement. Y'all listen, we have time for so many more bigger things than offense. We do. We grown and mature in these streets. Can we just go ahead and do what God has set up for us to do. Let's just be better overall in all that we do and not allow them little things to get in the way. We ain't got time for all of that. God, be big, be bold, be amazing in the lives of your people. It's my prayer and my request. And it's in your son Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Quick prayer. It don't take long, y'all. It just takes faith. God's gonna do some amazing things in your life. Oh, I forgot the other announcement. So y'all know my book, Serving Save Your Life, or maybe y'all don't know. My book, Serving Save Your Life, will be released September of this year, y'all. Y'all can look forward to Serving Save Your Life coming your way. I'm so excited. Do not cry in here, Winnie. I'm so excited. I have been pouring everything into this book, and I'm so excited to announce that I'll be releasing the book in September. I'll have the official date and the book signing information and all that good stuff coming your way really, really soon. So y'all make sure that y'all are on the lookout for it. I'm excited about it. Listen, I got to get out of here. I really, really do. Do your work, okay? Don't allow them little things, offense and all that stuff. Don't allow that to get in your way today. You're going to be amazing. Your day's going to be amazing. And I'm excited to see what God is going to do through your life. Tomorrow morning, I'll be right here with you, 8 a.m., kicking off your day with great encouragement, motivation, inspiration, and hope. Thank you so much, Quad, for saying congratulations. I appreciate you. I got a book signing coming y'all way. I'm working on it really hard and to make it an ebook and also an Audible book. I'm working on it super hard. So thank y'all so much for the times that I have taken a break and all of that. Now y'all know what your girl is doing behind the scenes. She is working hard. And I appreciate all of y'all's encouragement, y'all support, all of that good stuff. Y'all are thebomb.com. Y'all truly are. Tomorrow morning, I'll be right here with you. Oh, good morning. I apologize. Good morning to everybody. I didn't say good morning to Miss Maritha, Elenda, Miss Joy, Miss Annette, Superhero, Dante, what it do though? Toya, amazing morning to you. Who else did I miss? Anybody that I miss? Amazing morning to you. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., meet me right here. I'm going to be excited to kick off your day. I got to get out of here, y'all. I really, really do. I have definitely enjoyed my morning with you. I will see y'all tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. As always, have an amazing, amazing day and much love.